Hello, good morning, One Rise. Charot. So, hi guys, we're back. This is SL or Stella Lumalaya, whatever you wanna call me. So hindi naman nakalimutan. I failed to come up with something kahapon. Isa pa kasi nagtithesis din ako. So,
Yes,
I'm back.
ma'am.
So, first siguro itanong niyo ay why the title? Um, so our title is Gender Dysphoria and the Asshole from YouTube. So ayun nga. So story time. There was this man in YouTube. So before that, I think ah if you know this music video, I was watching this music video 2 days ago from Vita and the Butterflies. It's called Peklat Cream. Well, I've known this for weeks now, pero I just watched it 2 days ago kasi I'm busy. Charing. So yun. There was this one commenter. I won't drop his name, so we'll just call him commenter. So he said, well, Peklat Cream is all about domestic violence, ganyan. All. Sabi ni commenter, misogynistic society, domestic violence, and standardized beauty. The message is real. This is OPM, which is all right. It was okay. His comment was okay. But then there's this asshole na tago lang natin sa pangalang asshole. And so sabi niya, haha, tunog feminazi, strong independent women ko no. Tapos he also said na he's an Apache helicopter to this transsexual people kasi yung meron silang idea ng so pwede na rin ako maging object ganyan, so trans object ganyan. So he was telling na he was an Apache helicopter. So bale binorbar naman na siya ng ibang people from YouTube. Pero pumasok lang ako, I commented then there and said that that asshole's one of those idiots who scream, bakit walang men's rights? Like de puta, palibhasa privilege dala sa titi niya. By the way, isa akong pansexual, gender, queer, na jetmatic. Just to fuel the fire. Kasi Apache helicopter daw siya. O, edi tayo naman patubig, ganyan. So, and then he replied, in short, meron kang gender dysphoria. And hindi ako normally ma-o-offend dun. Kaso lang how he said it and kung paano yung mga sumusunod na sinabi niya, yun yung dun ako na-offend. Ayan. So, tapos he kept calling people snowflake. Tapos, ayun, sabi niya, do you need safe space? Ganyan siya. Sobrang, so, ayan. Basta, asshole. Yan. Tapos, sabi ko, excuse me, do you even understand what gender dysphoria is? And if yes, paano mo na-relate sa statement mo ang GD? Sabi ko ganun. Kasi, he said so many things pa talaga, sobra. Tapos, sabi ko, for the record, I did have GD, and I transitioned to being genderqueer. So, yeah, you're kinda right about that, pero ano connect doon sa assholery mo? Tapos sabi pa naman ni bakla, pansexual genderqueer ka pala. I identify myself as an Apache helicopter. Sorry, baka sumbong mo ko sa LGBTQRSTUV. Tapos, isa na pinapatunayan mo na nga yung existence ng misandry. May ingrained prejudice ka sa mga lalaki. Doon pa lang sa statement mo na privileged daw ang mga lalaki dahil may edits. Okay? Girl, no. Tapos, There was this one guy, another guy, he said, "Lol, I'm a cishet guy and I know that women are privileged and I don't think you really understand the meaning of misandry. Saying that one gender has a privilege is not misandry. It's a statement of a fact. Kung sabi niya naggago ang mga lalaki because they have penises, ayun, misandry yun dahil walang pinagkukunan na logical argument. Actually, oo. Basta yun. Sobrang ingrained ng machismo culture sa kanya. Basically, yun yung sinasabi nung ano. Tapos, edi nagwala na ako. Ganyan. So, sinabi ko na parang kung ma-trigger man ako sa statements mo regarding women, walang mali doon, chuchu. Ayun, so, yeah. So, we're gonna like talk more about yung hindi paghihiwalay, yung intersectionality ng struggles ng women at ng LGBT people. Pero tonight, we'll talk about GD. So, what's GD? Yung part 2 ay siguro bukas. Tapos, basta, may pa-teaser ako. Charot, may pa-teaser. Hindi man teaser. Ano, sabihin ko, magde-decide pa ako while doing this kung kung makapag-decide man ako. Kung bukas ba or next week. Charot. Ayun. So, today, gumawa akong kind of script. So, ayun nga. So, what is gender dysphoria nga ba? So, buksan natin yung isang webpage. So, according to the American Psychiatric Association, so gender dysphoria involves a conflict between a person's physical or assigned gender and the gender with which he, she, or they identify. People with gender dysphoria may be very uncomfortable with the gender they were assigned, sometimes described as being uncomfortable with their body or being uncomfortable with expected roles of their assigned gender. Ayun, so basically, gender dysphoria is feeling not what you were assigned as. Yung sex assigned at birth or gender assigned at birth, that thing. So, to understand, to get this, mm, to understand this more, so, assigned gender, first, meron din kasi silang dito, definitions and pronouns. Assigned gender refers to a person's initial assignment as male or female at birth. Yun yung sinasabi kong assigned at birth. So, gender atypical refers to physical features or behaviors that are not typical of individuals of the same assigned gender in a given society. So, that's what's happening to people with gender dysphoria. So, atypical for that yung assigned gender na given sa kanila yung ginagawa nila. So, but there's this thing, gender nonconforming refers to behaviors that are not typical of individuals with the same assigned gender in a given society. So, may explanation dito na gender dysphoria is not the same as gender nonconformity, which refers to behaviors not matching to gender norms or stereotypes of the gender assigned at birth. Examples of gender nonconformity include girls behaving and dressing in ways more socially expected of boys or occasional cross-dressing in adult men. In adult men, gender nonconformity is not a mental disorder. Gender dysphoria is also not the same as being gay or lesbian. Okay, so punta naman tayo sa transgender. It refers to the broad spectrum of individuals who transiently or persistently identify with a gender different from their gender at birth. So, this is where gender dysphoria may go to. Kasi, um, well, sige, explain mo natin what transsexual is. Transsexual refers to an individual who seeks or has undergone a social transition from male to female or female to male Tapos in many but not all cases, this also involves physical transition through cross-sex hormone treatment and genital surgery. So remember this guys. Hindi kailangan physically ay mag-transition. Basta socially, nagda-transition from male to female or from M to F or F to M. Yun. Tapos gender queer naman is blurring the lines around gender identity. So, kung bakit importante yun kasi sa akin kasi it has everything to do with me. Ayan. So, bale, I identify kasi as gender queer, gender non-conforming. Sometimes it's well, I mean, no, I don't identify as gender queer, pero yun yung mas ginagamit ko kasi it's easier to explain to people kasi they always, um, switch those things. Like, for me kasi, although, sa APA, sa American Psychiatric Association, it says na, ay, parang walang line between gender queer and gender non-conforming. Kasi, for me, kasi iba-iba naman tayo ng pagkakaintindi sa gender. So, for me, hinihiwalay ko kasi siya based on experience. Gender queer, they have, for me this is my own definition of gender queer. Um, may mixture of male tsaka female dun sa um say isang body. I mean, parang two-spirited naman ata yun. Although two spirits can be two males or two females. Okay, so ang gender queer for me ay yung walang meron siyang part ng babae at part ng lalaki na tinatanggap pa rin. Parang sa'kin kasi yung gender non-conformity, yung full ay hindi winawaksi yung pagkakaroon ng binary, ng gender. I mean, not non-conforming pala. Is pala ang tinutukoy ko ay gender non-binary. So, yun, I identify as that kasi I don't see the point of having talaga two genders. Pero, health-wise, kailangan. Pero, yun, yung delineation kasi, so yung social delineation yung hindi ko ayoko. So, yun yung nire-reject ko as a person. So, yun. Ano pa bang problem ko with terms? Siguro, well, yun lang naman mainly. At saka kasi, sabi dito, and I believe that I transition, by the way. Kasi, well, I first heard it from someone na sinabi niyang is, I mean, they are transgender queer. So, and the definition here of gender dysphoria is it involves conflict between a person's physical or assigned gender and the gender with which he, she, or they identify and identify as gender non-binary. Then I'm from male so from male to gender non-binary. So I do think I transitioned from being male to being um gender non-binary, and there was dysphoria. Like I I don't think hindi naman sa I don't belong in this body. Actually, I did think I was M2F trans, pero I came to a conclusion na no, I am neither. Ayun pala, yun yung word na hinahanap ko kanina. So, for me, gender queer is either, and gender non-binary is neither. Ganon. So, I think I'm not, I don't think, I believe that I am neither. So, I chose being non-binary. Ganyan. So, yun. Yes, I did have gender dysphoria. I think. Dun sa ano kasi sabi nga niya dito, individuals discontent with assigned gender, and I was not content with that gender. And so I transitioned. Kaya may trans flag sa cover photo of, ayun. So now, let's go to kung bakit importanteng pinag-uusapan ito. So, I have 30 seconds and 20 seconds for this part. So, I'll stop this and parang alam nyo, no? Pause ko lang muna. So, this is why we really have to educate ourselves pagdating dito. Ito rin yung dahilan kung bakit ko ginawa to um, help people understand din. Kasi, it is kailangan maintindihan ng mga tao na minsan hindi siya choice. I mean, most of the time hindi siya choice kasi it's ano ba yung definition ng APA? It's a mental health condition eh. So, may hormones na involved, may, oo, yun, basta it has something to do with your brain, so, and how your body works, stuff. Kasi people die from this, get me? Na hindi sila masaya, hindi sila content dun sa gender na um na na inassign sa kanila. So they take their lives kasi nga hindi sila hindi sila okay. And yun yung isang sa mga gusto kong patampukin. Isa pa, para lang mag-raise yung awareness ng mga tao. Gusto ko kasi matigil yung kasi syempre nagsisimula yan sa discrimination eh. Kasi okay, it's really hard to talk about this. It's really hard to talk about transgender sisters na pinahiya, namatay dahil dito. So remember Jennifer Laude? Siguro if there was no um prejudice against, I mean, no hate against trans people, siguro until now we're with her pa rin. Or yung nangyari kay Gretchen Diaz, it was not actually the, I don't think it's the janitress's fault kasi she's, she's not educated with things like this. Na responsibilidad ng pinagtatrabahuhan niya. Kasi meron tayong GSOs eh, gender sensitivity orientations. Kung hindi niya na-take yun, I think kasalanan yon talaga ng may-ari ng kumpanya. Ayun. So, ayun, I did this not only to make make rant kasi nga nag-visit ako doon kay kuya. Pero this is also to help him, to help those like him to understand what gender dysphoria is, what transsexuality is, ayun. And malay nyo, mabago natin yung isip nila. Malay nyo, sumama na sila sa laban natin, 'di ba? And ayun, so for my next recording, I'll make talakay intersectionality. Well, hindi intersectionality as a whole, siguro yung intersectionality lang ng struggles ng women tsaka struggles ng LGBT people. Ayan, so may katuloy pa si Man from YT. Kasi nga, it's all about him. Charot, tapos yung jowa ko, no? Charing, joke lang. Ayun, so, ang dami kong ayun dito, ha? So, this is all for tonight. I hope may nakikinig. At kung may nakikinig man, sana makinig kayo ulit next time. Sobrang teacher ko ba today? Sobrang baba ng energy ng last kasi nga, ano. Hmm. Anyways, let's end this on a brighter note. Hello, second recording and all.
Yes,
Hindi ko
queen.
inakala. I'm so proud of myself. Cheering. So, ano, ito, I'm trying music apps. I'm using music apps just to mix these and edit this, merge that, merge here, merge that. Kasi isang music app na maganda, hanggang 6 minutes lang yun, binibigay sa akin. At continue lang. So, this is bye now. 5 seconds. Bye-bye.